You're 22. Tú atajando.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Muphidaht and I would like it if you click down below to subscribe to my channel. So this is, I believe, the 6th episode of the Basic Babes tutorial. This is going to be the espresso makeup tutorial. It is basically like a different take on the latte makeup. I saw it on TikTok and I felt like it was so beautiful and really simple, especially for the fall time. It's not fall here, but it's fall elsewhere, and I know babes are getting into their fall looks and stuff like that. So if you want to see how this video goes down, carry on watching and let's get right into it. So I'm gonna start off with my eyebrows, do that quickly and get that out of the way. Okay, so the brows are out of the way. We're gonna start off with the base. I'm gonna prime my skin with the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. For foundation, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. I'm in the shade Chestnut. So for concealer, I'm gonna use the Butterscotch, Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Butterscotch, and the Nuban Beauty in My Skin concealer. This is the lighter one, so yeah, I'm gonna apply that. I'm gonna let this sit while I go ahead and contour. So for the contour, we're gonna be trying out something a little bit different. Of course, I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade Sokoto. I'm gonna use that first off on my eyelid just to serve as a base for the eyeshadow later. And I'm gonna apply that here, the usual places that I apply my contour. Just like so. So I'm gonna blend that out first. I don't like applying contour product directly onto my jawline, so I just blend what's on my face and I use what's left on the brush on my jawline. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my highlight. So I'm gonna go in with the second concealer. This is optional, you can just skip this step. I'm going to apply that here. And then I'm gonna leave that to sit while I go ahead and blend what's on my face. So first off, I like to go in with my foundation brush and I just blend out the edges, just to take away any harsh lines, just like so. So you see, this is definitely harsher than this. So. Then I go back in with my contour brush just to smoothing things out. And then my sponge, especially on my forehead and nose, to pick up any excesses. Looks good. Now I'm gonna go in with a cream blush. I have a peachy blush, which is the Rare Beauty blush. You can skip this step. It's gonna pull the look together. Just wait till the end and see how this goes. I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty blush in the shade Love. So I'm gonna apply that here. And then I'm going right ahead to blend it out. So now I'm going back in with my sponge to blend out the highlights under my eyes. Looks so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my nose contour. Just bringing it down the sides of the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going in to blend out the cream contour that I applied on my eyelids. Just keeping that in my crease and on top of my eyelids. Definitely want to avoid the brow bone area. So we're starting off our smoky eye with the contour on the eyelid. Okay, now we are going to set, but before we do that, we are going to iron out any creases. I'm going back in with my foundation brush to blend out any harsh lines. Then with my contour brush, and then with my sponge. So I'm gonna go ahead and set down all the cream products, starting off with what's under my eyes. Going in with a puff. I like to do this step because if I go in straight with the contour or the bronzer to set my cream contour, it's gonna like set the powder in place and look patchy, so it'll be difficult to move it out, like move it and blend it out. I want it to look airbrush, I don't want it to look patchy, so I typically would use like a light layer of pressed powder to, you know, set the rest of my face really lightly, so that when I go in with my powder, bronzer or contour and powder blush, it will just move easily. So typically a light layer of pressed powder will do. You can use loose powder to set your face too with a brush. It's definitely your choice. And you can still see the contour, cream blush and everything like still on the face and looking good. For bronzer, I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty in the shade Coconutty. Just go over wherever I applied my cream contour. This is a very bronzy look, by the way, so by all means go crazy with the bronzer. Just to iron out any creases on the eyelids, go back in with the brush that you used to blend out your contour on your eyelids, just to iron them out. And then you just want to go in with a fluffy powder and just go all over your eyelids with the bronzer. Remember to avoid the brow bone area. So it's gonna look something like this. Okay, so we're gonna go back into the eye makeup. First off, I'm going in with my Nuban Beauty eyeshadow palette, and then I'm gonna use this matte black right here. I'm gonna use that to line my lash line very roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect, so If you have a problem with your eyelids still creasing, if you set your cream contour with your bronzer, just take a fluffy brush. This is the Real Technique setting brush, and then just a literal light layer of translucent powder and just brush it all over your eyelids, just like so. And that should solve the problem without moving the color of the bronzer that you applied earlier. So I'm gonna create like a tiny wing. Should look something like this. Now we're gonna go in with a small brush and we're gonna go into this dark brown. Any dark brown that is darker than your bronzer is fine. So you're going to go all over your eyelids close to your lash line to blend in the matte black that you applied there. And I suggest a small brush because it's easier to get in there with the eyeshadow without messing it up. So you're just smoking out the black. You can tell that this is a little bit smoked out. We're gonna do a little bit more smoking out here. So it should look something like this. So what you want to do next is to go in with an eyeliner to tight line your eyes. I'm using a black eyeliner. And then we're gonna go back in with the dark brown that we used to smoke out the lower lash line. I'm gonna connect that here. So you can leave your eyes like this or go in with falsies. I'm gonna use falsies, so I'm gonna apply that real quick. So while my lashes are drying down, I'm going to dust off any fallout. And I'm going back in with my powder brush to blend out the powder on my face. I'm going to use Mocha Mami as my blush. This is very red for my skin tone and very dark or way too dark as a bronzer for me, so I want to use that as a blush. So if you have a darker, warmer brown, if you are darker, I would suggest you use that as a blush. However, you want to use a different color blush, that's fine. Pink, red, whatever works for you. I'm gonna do one side so you guys can see. I used the Rare Beauty blush because I wanted a base for a warmer blush but darker. This is what it looks like. So, lashes are on and the look is coming together very nicely. You can skip lashes because like it's not a very essential part of the look. I just wanted to put on lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the MAC Fix Plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some highlighter, which is definitely optional. I'm gonna apply that into my inner corners just to, you know, open up the eyes, the tip and the bridge of my nose, brow bone, Cupid's bow, and of course high points of my cheekbones. For the lips, I'm gonna clean up. first off, I'm gonna use a very dark brown lip liner. This is the Wet n Wild. It's an eyeliner, but I want to use it as a lip liner. Simmer brown. And then I'm gonna go in with a black liner. I know, but trust the process. This is the Wet n Wild eyeliner in the shade Baby's Got Black. Looks crazy, but trust the process. So I want to go back in with the brown just to make it sort of an ombre look. I know it's dark and bold, but this is for the girls who get it. Like, we're gonna go in with Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Lady. This is just like a nude. I'm gonna just put that here. Just to bring the lip together. You don't have to like swipe it, you literally just have to dab it on your lip. And it should look something like this. And then we're gonna go on top of that with the Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat around the lip. And then the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Fenty Glow. This is your glossy ombre lip. That should go with your eye look. So this is like darker than the latte makeup. Okay guys, so this is my take on the espresso makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. Let me know what you think down below, and if you're gonna be trying out this look. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Do not forget to like this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my socials, on TikTok and on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care guys. Bye.
You're 22. Tú atajando. Girl, I wanna handle you. Put my hands upon you, baby. You're 22. Tú atajando. Girl, I wanna handle you. Put my hands upon you, baby. Say you like to really ride. Girl, I really know your type is me. Wondering if you and I could be Kim K and Kanye crazy. Just maybe.